Eastside nigga, my gang vicious with a pot and fork, got the grand wish. Can't tell the difference, my rim inches or thick bitches. Hip dimensions, not nevertheless, my gang cold. Pretty boy swag, I take your hoe. Never understood what they hate me for. That's just a demonstration, they ain't getting dope. Born street, that damn life. Born and bred on Van Dyke. Run the streets, that's day night. Now who is he? I'm M Guy. Did a photo shoot in polo boots. Is that real loot? I promise you. Got $100 bill in the light show. It's real boss Rick. That's sweet, but I'm scared of you.
Welcome to another episode of Feed the Streets. I'm your host, the one and only Reek, working remotely outside of the studio, coming from you live, Cancun, Mexico. And of course, as always, super producer Reek in the building, co-hosting it today. And a little later on, Tracy's going to chime in with some different things and factors going forward. First, let's get into the hot topic, which is did he do it? Did he not do it? First, I want to ask my amigo, my muchacho, did he do it? Amigo, muchacho, this here, hola.
Nah.
Say, what up, dope? This here, what up, dope?
What up, dude?
What up, dope?
What up, dope?
Just had to throw my guy in there, you know. Y'all send a lot of likes and hearts and everything for my man. That's my muchacho. He got me over here getting faded, and I'm gonna continue that. So listen, going into the Diddy situation, inside information, and bear with me this episode, I'm a little lit. Inside information is leading to the facts that witnesses are being destroyed by the defense. You're not hearing that because media is painting out a different picture than what's going on in the courts. Apparently, every time that the different witnesses are put on the stand, they're kind of basically looking like they should have charges pressed against them too. So I don't know how to look at it. I don't know how to interpret it. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just bringing you the facts. Fact two, being out here in Cancun, it is a lot of people getting married from the hood. When I say it is loaded, I would have liked to have brought y'all more people, but where I'm at, I had to step away. If you have been in Cancun, you know it's a constant party. So I'm going to step out and just walk to the balcony. I'm kind of in a breakout room here in the Royalton Resort. And I got to say, they have been great hosts. So that's the view behind me. And just to give you an idea of what's going on, you can hear the music in the background. I've been partying, getting lit, much needed vacation, you know, between being the many job titles that I have to work. So it was a good opportunity for me to get away and get a break. And I needed it. And I appreciate y'all sticking with us throughout these hard times, getting fucked up in Cancun. So, just to kind of pass the mic, because I don't want to hold it all the way up. Balik, how you feel about this Diddy situation and what's going on? And have you been keeping up with what's going on?
Not fully, a little bit. But so far, as far as the trafficking and stuff like that, and as far as the RICO charges and all that, I don't feel like they proved that part.
Yeah, I mean, in order to have a RICO, you got to have multiple people. And so far, you only have one person. And then the crazy part is when I interviewed a lot of people out here and I'm asking them, I'm like, hey, what did he do? And people are coming up with everything but what he's being charged with. So I think people are mad at him for what, like, for example, should he go to jail for beating up Cassidy? Yeah, I think, you know, but he's in jail right now for domestic violence. What you get, a few days, a week or something like that? So he doesn't time serve. Let the boy out. If he killed Pop, that's on Pac homies to ride. If he killed Biggie, that's on Biggie homies to ride. You know, if the boy like boys, that's on him. That's his business, man. You know, um, I just, you know, I'm tired of watching um us like just lead a complete lynching against people for no, you know, for whatever reason that doesn't have anything to help our community. Putting Diddy away is not going to help our community in one way or another. And so, you know, I feel, excuse me, I feel sorry for his children. I feel sorry for the people calling themselves victims. Now, what I want to do is bring a little attention on this. Who do you think is the one who got his house raided? Because, you know, if you from the streets and you've been through it, you know that you need a reliable source to tell where everything got. And if he hadn't dealt with Cassidy since 2018, who you think it could have been, bro?
That came up from that one guy, Little Rod or somebody. I forgot what his name was. That's where a lot of
Exactly.
stuff sparked from.
Exactly. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, bro. So what make you feel like he was the one though?
Because that's what set everything off. When Dog, I think he put the lawsuit in first and then Cassie.
Oh, it just didn't go
Then
nowhere because
video and all that stuff came out.
okay. Yeah, now that's crazy. That's crazy. And then it's like, all right, so I mean, just being real, I wonder if his testimony is going to be more impactful than Cassidy's. Because from
It depends on, but you know, you might get on there crying and shit. I might feel sorry for him.
I think it's gonna be kind of hard to feel sorry for him. I'm gonna just be real, man. I'm gonna say what a lot of people don't want to say, right? All right, he a funny looking dude. Nobody feels sorry for funny looking people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you got dealt a bad hand in life. Play it. You know what I'm saying? And then he like boys, so it's like, bro, you got a lot of odds against you. So to go in that courtroom and just cry mad because you and your boyfriend was on some weird extra curricular and y'all was getting high together. I mean, what charge is that? Now, that Mann Act charge federally, do you know the only thing they have to prove is that papel, por favor. ¿Tú tienes napkin, papel, por favor? Muchas gracias. So, I think it's gonna be an uphill battle. You know what I mean? I think that for real, you know, the Powers of Deleon, that's a major company. That's the second largest alcohol company in the world. With that type of power and that type of influence, he's got a problem. And even if he got out scot-free right now, nobody's going to want Ciroc or anything to do with Diddy. And I'm hearing that there's been some legal challenges for Jay-Z too.
I don't know. Anytime something like that come up, then every time they mention Diddy, they start bringing up Jay-Z anyway. But I think some of the shit, some of the charges they put on them, all that shit ain't gonna stick. But as long as they got him in there and he fighting, they know they can break him down though.
Yeah.
He can't make no money in there. He got to spend a bunch of money on lawyers.
Wait a minute. While we live, Policia is aquí. The police is in the building. Okay, Policia aquí. ¿Él es el problema? Oh. Just so y'all can see, this is the Mexican authorities. Live. I really don't know what's going on, but on Feed the Streets, things happen. Um, right now, what I'm seeing is it looks like the local authorities are asking him to leave the establishment. He's a bigger gentleman. So they got two smaller officers. Don't look like they finna drag him out. So if it gets serious, we'll definitely. He looked like he used to be a WWE wrestler or something, man. Well, he left without an incident. So back to what we was talking about. Um. Oh, he was fighting by the swimming pool. They got him up out of here. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been kicked out of a couple resorts in Mexico. They don't play, man. They don't play, man. They definitely gonna get you up out of there. And ain't no refund. You lost them pesos, homeboy. So I should have came from the room, but I got reservations, and this is a pretty big resort, so I'm a little closer to this little Japanese steak thing. But back to what we was talking about with the Diddy situation. With the size of Deleon and the money that they got, man, it's gonna be a real hard battle for him. I'm hearing it's 8 prosecutors versus 8 attorneys, and I'm also hearing that Diddy has some of the same attorneys that have won popular cases like the young boy and the other kid. I forget his name. Young Thug. That's it. So he's got a competent legal team, and see, the crazy part is now you get to see if you got enough money to battle with the government, you can actually win. But who has that type of money though? There's a lot of people sitting in jail that shouldn't be. Oh wait, I thought I heard somebody's voice in the background.
She bought it in Dubai, and then later I bought the semi-display because I couldn't stand it. But I was
Moving forward though, I was having conversations with people and out here leaving the Diddy topic and just talking about relationships and stuff like that, man. It's been some real deep conversations. Somebody brought to my attention that maybe the reason why it seemed like it's not that many relationships is because the people who are having successful relationships aren't really broadcasting it. They're not really on social media, and they're not in the same lane as the people who are out here struggling in them. What's your take on that?
Shit, a lot of the people that's on social media, a lot of people on social media, they on here whining about how they got their feelings hurt and all that type of stuff.
Man, it is super loud in here, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's drunk though, so you know how that go.
So I say next time, just bring that headpiece, that earpiece.
You say what now?
I say next time, just bring that earpiece.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we just got to take time to get it done. This was like a last minute type of thing. We just kind of said, let's get up out of here. Welcome to the show, Trace. Trace, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay. So you got a new tat?
Oh yeah.
Where at?
Cover up. I got it right here on my shoulder.
All right. That's dope. You like it?
Oh, I love it. It was nice. It was just too long.
Did it hurt?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So we was kind of talking about the Diddy situation. And we was talking about how maybe the boy Lil Rob is the one who contributed to law enforcement running into his home, and also the fact that right now sources are saying that Diddy is actually winning the case. I don't know if you've been keeping up with it or whatever, but what's your take on it?
I saw a little bit of them saying that if they're basing it off of the testimonies that they heard so far, it looked like Diddy is in the winning seat.
And that's good because if you could debunk each witness, I mean, and if you look at it like, all right, count the years back. OJ won in 2025, right? I mean, not
Hmm.
2025, 95. Now it's 2025, 30 years later, like on the dot. And what I contribute to a possible success for him is the fact that he required a speedy trial. Because if anybody who ever been in trouble with the feds, they'll take their time and build a major case on you while you're sitting in jail. And so psychologically, that's got to be hammering in on them. Then after you do so much time, it's like, okay, I've done 2 years. They only gonna give me, like, for example, Young Thug. He pled guilty just because they couldn't give him no more time, and they had him
Exactly.
plead guilty to something because if he won, he would have been able to sue them. So I don't
That's
know.
true.
Tell me what's your take on that?
Like I said before, I didn't know why it was being broadcast after all this time when a couple of the people admit that they were willing participants in it. So I really do
Congratulations.
feel like he may, unless something new comes up, he may win this case.
Yeah, I think Lil Rob is the one who's gonna be the key.
Hmm.
Um, I from the little stuff that I've been watching with him, um, I think they're gonna build a better case with him because of the Mann Act. The racketeering thing, I think they're gonna throw that out. I think, like law enforcement, they always come with like heavy charges and throw them up against the wall, see what a stick, and then they end up settling out with the last one. So the third is probably the one that got the strongest case, um, which is coercion. But coercion under the law is described like a little bit different than how we would take it as a layman. And if you ever been in a court proceeding, people who know, they know that the law is explained to them. And the way it's interpreted federally is coercion has to be where someone made you feel threatened.
Hmm.
And so like with the story that the little Rob dude was saying, and then everybody in the hood, and that grew up the way we grew up, been around a situation where it's been coercion, but it really wasn't coercion. It's like, well, I beat your ass. So you know what I mean? Like just some
Right, right,
like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? And then little Rob is like his name. He look. So it's like, okay, dude's gonna take shots at him just because of that. And so I don't know. You know what I mean? And
That's true.
like for the right price, I mean, who wouldn't say, "Hey, this man did this and did that to me"? You know what I mean? Like it's sad, but it's the facts, man. When you get money and stuff like that, it ain't about changing up. It's about the people around you changing up. The people around you don't start changing up to get money with you and move with you, and then you can't have them around you because they don't want what you present to them. They want what you got. And
Absolutely.
so, and they're not gonna do what it takes to move. So, I don't know. But what's your take on that, though?
I agree with you 100%. Sometimes this is about being in the area or in a position of power. And because people don't like that, they strip it from you. Now, I'm not saying Diddy was right in everything that he did or anything, because we haven't heard the full story. We haven't heard all the testimonies. But thus far, it's just baffling to me why this man is on trial for some of the things that people participated in willingly.
Right. And then they was all doing dope together. Like, come on. Like, it's like,
Right.
okay. Everybody at the bar drunk, you get into a fight. Now the person who lost screaming assault, come on. you know,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
it's,
Yeah.
I think it's different because it's Diddy. Not, I'm gonna tell you, you would be surprised. On, I don't know if you heard this, but I am in Cancun, Mexico.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not in the studio. Bollock ain't in the
That's
studio. He
so
in
much fun.
yeah. You see, I keep sipping, and the people here, they're so friendly. But I'm having a
That's what's up.
ball, man. I'm having a ball. I haven't been here since I was a kid, right? When I
Uh-huh.
say almost everybody speak English, you don't need to know no Spanish. I
That's what's
I, I
up.
feel I feel like I'm in America. I'm about to go. I rented a car. I'm about to go drive to the hood. Matter of
That's
fact,
what's
let me
up.
ask you. Compromiso, señorita. ¿Dónde es lo hood in Cancun? The hood. Yeah, like the bad area. Malo, Vista. Where's the hood? It's a joke, man. No way. He like the who? The Marlow areas, the bad areas. Yeah, hood. So what did this guy do that the police had to come get him? Yeah. Well, I'm glad he left without an incident. So it was a gringo in here who got put out. So I heard he tried to start a fight at the pool. But believe it or not, man, it is a lot of weddings up in here, man. Everybody here getting married.
Oh, wow. I guess that's the
Yeah.
place to do it, huh? Destination weddings.
Yeah, man, you want to know something? That's the best way to do it. Because guess what? You know what people do at wedding? Talk shit and hate. Man, why they got XYZ for the food? They could have had my man do the ribs. But,
Man,
yeah, man, dog, where was you at when I was planning and paying for this shit, bro?
trying to
You know what
tell
it's
you. Trying to
like?
tell you.
Like every wedding I went to, it was always like, it was fun and I enjoyed myself, but it was always a lot of people who had, opinions and
Hmm.
no gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Why you come and eat up all the food and they bring not a gift, not a not
A
a
thank
best
you
wishes,
card,
not nothing.
congratulations.
Right.
Man, bring a blunt. Bring a blunt, man. You ain't got to put no weed in. Just
Anything. Anything. Except for your
so,
fingertips and your doggone to go plate. My God.
man, when I get married again, I'm going somewhere else. And whoever want to go, they can drop their money and come and enjoy it. And you can eat whatever you want because I ain't paying for
I know that's right.
it. Come to the
I
I
want
little
to
say
ask.
the same
ceremony,
thing.
I want
turn
to ask
up, do
y'all
the
a quick
ta-ta.
question. I want
Uh,
to ask y'all a quick question.
What's up?
Since on feed the streets, I want to ask a question that's relating to the streets to see how y'all feel about it. Far as like nowadays, like the way that we came up a certain type of way in this certain morals and values and rules and codes and stuff that you went by. So a lot of the stuff that people, at least in my opinion, a lot of shit people doing now, that shit not no real stuff. Like they trying to trick motherfuckers off the streets. They talking about everybody's case and they saying stuff, different stuff, just like Prince just got out of prison. The
Hmm.
one from from Queens or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was down with the motherfuckers who was the Supreme Team. So like you got people trying to call Bimmy out, like Prince been gone all them years, over like 20 something years or something like that. So just because he had a party and Bimmy ain't go to the party and shit, but Bimmy saying like that's my man's, I never do him dirty, he never do me dirty. So now people trying to make it seem like Bimmy was a rat. So he probably ratted on Prince. I mean not Prince, but Prince. So he don't really want to go around him. But if you done got off into the industry and you trying to change your life, it could be he's just not really going back into that environment. Like, that's my man, I love him. You don't know what conversations they done had. But like, people just put rat on your name over nothing, or they try to get you to do some bullshit.
Well, see, this is what you gotta look at, man. This my theory on it. I've been in situations where I could speak to this firsthand. People who believe that they can tell to get out, they telling. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way you gonna be the case is by beating the case. You can't tell on nobody and get out. It just don't work like that. You tell on somebody and get less time, but it may be depending on your information, because the police don't really care for real, for real. You just doing their job, and they don't have the power to do that. You got to understand how the legal system works. And so people just want to be relevant, have something to say. Oh, this man telling, and they be sitting there popping bottles with the same thing they saying telling. I've been in situations where dudes would be like, man, when I see this nigga, I'm doing this and doing that to him. And I'm mad, ready to help them. And when they see him, they shake their hand. You ready on reservations? They see him and they shake their hand and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And be like, oh, that's my dog. What up, man? You know, so the streets just ain't the same no more, man. Like, it just ain't the same. It's like, it's no honor out here. The dudes who running their mouth and telling, they get the most love in the streets. And the dudes who do the honorable thing, they get hated on. Like, for example, right? This boy Meech done went to jail for 500 fucking get out, and he have a problem with one loudmouth ass nigga who known for talking shit.
Your camera freezing.
You say what now?
Say your camera freezing, probably because
Oh, it's because I'm moving around in this resort. You say what now?
No, we couldn't hear you. It's freezing. As long as you're doing whatever you're doing, walking, we can hear you, but it's going in and out.
Okay, so it's probably because I was going down a stairwell, but I'm actually right here, so it should kind of like settle out and it should be less noise. But I think
it's
honestly,
once you stop moving.
You say what now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you as long as you're moving though. Like the sound gonna go in and out.
Oh, I got you.
That's why. But next time we just gonna use that earpiece. It ain't gonna do that. Right now, it's because that's like on your camera. The wind hitting it, so while you're moving, it's gonna do that, especially when you way out there.
Yeah, we had kind of did this kind of on the fly, like, let's hurry up and get up out of here.
We still fly while we on. I was making graphics, putting it on the screen. That's what I was doing when I kept disappearing.
What up, though? Live on Feed the Streets, baby. Hey, what's up, baby? So yeah, but I mean, what's your take on it until I get sitting down? But I think that they kind of turned on Meeks, instead of kind of having that man back. You know what I mean? Like, he put on for a lot of people, and then to turn around and all of a sudden, now that he home after doing 99.9% of what he had to do, it's like all of a sudden he told and saved himself 2 or 3 months. That's kind of crazy, man. Right. You know what I mean? Like, this realistic.
I don't think he told.
You say what now?
Divide and conquer. If people put little stuff out here all the time, and then the crazy thing is, you can have a relationship with somebody for multiple years, and all it takes is a little birdie to put something negative out, and then people believe it, and that's how most relationships, whatever kind of relationship it is, that's how it falter and go to the trash, because it all only takes somebody to run their mouth and say something, and then it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You know, it's sad though because it seems like the people with the most to say always got the least.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
oh yeah,
It's like they had the least amount of knowledge, they had the least amount of cake, they had the least amount of friends. They just be, you know, an envious hater. You know what I
oh yeah,
mean? Like, bro, man, if you got the time to hate, you got the time to figure out a plan to get what you want. You know,
yep.
I think Ross kind of tricked 50. Hold on a second, y'all. Hola,
All
¿cómo
right,
está? Yo tiene esta reservación por Edwards, en the Wave. Sí, tres, 3302. Sí, my butler was supposed to set it up, so okay. Perfect. No, nada. Totally. ¿Cuánto tiempo? Su reservación es a las 8. It's Aurora. So, nosotros conseguimos Aurora? Sí, ahora. Okay. Okay. Claro. So, all right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, y'all ain't know. Y'all ain't know Feed the Streets, motherfucker. That's why they call you Rico, huh? Yo habla español.
so I got a
Empty
question for the
glass.
both of you.
Uh,
I got a question for the both of you.
okay.
Are you guys familiar with this Miss Shirley thing that's going on the internet?
Who is Miss Shirley?
So Miss Shirley is a 4-year-old girl that's been on the internet dancing. She got some recognition for dancing and doing these line dances. And there's been a lot of slack about her mother having her dance provocatively.
Mm-mm. Mimosa. They gonna have it in here.
I ain't heard nothing about it.
Yeah, you know what? I heard something about it, man. And she be performing in front of like them little kids.
Yeah, she be
I
performing
mean, in front of grown men. I'm sorry.
in front of grown men. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's crazy. I was just talking to somebody on the phone today. Every time I hear that hands on your knees song, I think about that little girl who do that shit then. Hey, but no, hey, this can't cool. We out here lit. But no, the hands on your knees song with the little girl was in there and they was making a little meme about they see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they was talking about damn, I done forgot what I was gonna say. They was talking about the yeah, see. They was talking about hey, I got a job to do around here. And well, so perfecto, muchas gracias, amigo. Y muchacho. Gracias. So, hey, can y'all hear me?
I hear
You're
you.
going in and out.
Hey, it's loud as hell in here. I should have just went and sat down. Baby, order me something. I'm gonna finish this show real quick. So, all right, y'all see me sweating, right? All right, that's the alcohol. So we got we got the situation of the Miss Shirley. Hey, how y'all doing? The Miss Shirley situation. I don't think they should be exploiting our kids like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I really feel like that is that's too close to like exploiting a child in a pornography way. You know what I mean? I'm excuse my lack of vocabulary here, but I think it's whatever it's called. But man, let kids be kids, man. Like we're trying to make a couple dollars off your children. You know what I mean? Let them just be kids and enjoy their life, man. You want to make some money? Get your ass up and line dance. You know?
I know that's right.
Yeah, I don't know
my
too much
question.
about the line dancing part because I haven't really seen it. But if it's like provocative, that ain't cool. But I know something similar that I didn't like. I don't know if y'all remember. It's connected to the same type of thing, you know. On like Facebook, TikTok, and all that. That song, I think is I forgot who make it, but if you talking about the pussy wetter than something or whatever, and everybody's making the dances to it. It's like a dance that go to it. I forgot the name of that song, but it was like mothers and grandmas dancing, doing the whole making routines with their daughters and stuff. So it's the same kind of thing. Like some of them with little kids, and the song talking about my pussy get wetter than this and that and all that. Or like someone be dancing Sexy Red and all that type of stuff with their daughters and grandmas and everything. I don't be feeling that shit at all.
You know something, and that's just a sign. Like, all right, so it seemed like whenever somebody do something extra stupid and goofy, it go viral, and it just make us look extra stupid and goofy. You know what I'm saying? Because as fathers, me and this man, we both fathers and good fathers. We gotta allowing our daughters to do goofy ass shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's certain things, and you know, Tracy, because you know you had your father in your life growing up and everything, so you know it's certain things that a father is just not going to do, and then you know, and we also you know in your life, you know, your children, like women gotta stop doing things. I think a lot of times women do things to hurt a man by using the children, and I think men do too. You know what I'm saying? And somewhere down the line, we got to start excluding our children from war, and just you know, and just let it be between the two adults because it's really hurting us. Like for real, it's really hurting. And I know it's easy to say, well, you know, like when you sit up and say the why, right? A lot of people is like, man, nobody really care about the why or how it started or whatever. But you gotta know. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna give you an example, right? Or say, okay, boom, this is all a design plan to, you know, oppress us, right? We know this. So we know that this is an oppression. It's just like if a snake bites you, in order to cure yourself, you gotta hand venom. They take dead venom and put in your body so that your body can learn how to fight. We know the why. We need to learn how to fight it and break this little vicious cycle, man. That's like really, because if you don't love kids, you need to stop breathing. You know what I mean? You just really don't need to be out here. Just hold your breath. You know what I'm saying? Don't run, play around in the middle of Van Dyke. You know what I'm saying? Wait for the smart bus.
That's right.
Stand there around there about 5 o'clock. I think that 5:10 will come knock you right on down. But we got to start doing something. I was in a barbershop, man, and I was saying, man, shit, I wouldn't be surprised if we started purging. You know what I mean? Because we at that point now.
Some
We
of
at that
these
point
people need to be knocked off. I'm trying to tell you.
It is, and at some point in time, we got to go ahead and just accept the fact that this is what it is. You know what I mean? You got a plague that's going on. It's like gangrene, right? In order to gangrene, you got to cut people off. In order to save your life, if you had gangrene, you got to cut that body part off. And so these are things that we got to start doing and start cutting these body parts off. It's not doing so good. You know, like sit up and like have a celebrity like Gorilla or a celebrity like what's her name? Sexy Red. This girl is advocating catching STDs. Any female that's following her, you trifling. Like, oh yeah, it's in the nigga favor. Oh, you want to give us
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if you can hear us. Your mic going in and out in your screen. It's
I
probably
think he
area he
froze.
in. Yeah, he did. I see you. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can
I don't think he can.
you hear us? No, it's froze again.
Yeah.
I should have screenshotted that. He looked like a screenshot. It went out. He probably gonna pull it back in.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't remember the name of that song. But it was like all of them because I was doing. I hate like DJing like for like kids and shit right now because the
Right.
type of music they be wanting to play. Should I just like was looping it and didn't pay? I won't play certain parts, so I stopped even DJing for the kids and shit. I don't be wanting to see that type of dancing and shit. Like I wouldn't want my daughter
Absolutely.
to be doing it. So
That's what I was wondering.
I
Because the
forgot.
little girl, when I first started watching her, I was like, oh, she's so cute. Look at her line dancing. And as it started getting more, offbeat, I'm like, I wonder what her daddy feels about the mom placing her in front of these grown ass men, twisting her butt and all of this kind of stuff. It's just inappropriate at this point.
Yeah. The name of that song, I'm surprised, like it's called something Super Soaker, something. But they be doing all the routines with the kids. Like the name is even crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's so many older women that you see doing these like provocative things with they younger children. And my mama used to smack me in my mouth for singing songs on the radio that in my time it wasn't even that provocative.
Yeah.
Like it ain't no way my mama be on the internet dancing with me off some super soap nothing.
I think the name is Soak City or something.
mm, it's crazy.
I can't remember the name of that song, but that's their name, Soak City or something.
I can about imagine it.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, I can hear it.
You never seen them dancing like this?
I do, and that's just the thing. Like I would never.
That shit say forget Pound Town, Soak City. I can't even see you. I don't know if you can still hear me though.
Side nigga, my gang vicious with a pot and fork, got the grand wish. Can't tell the difference, my rim inches or thick bitches. If the midgets, not nevertheless, my gang code. Pretty boy swag, I take your hoe. Never understood what they hate me for. That's just a demonstration, they ain't getting dope. Born freak, that band life. Born and bred on Van Dyke. Run the streets, that's every night. Now who is he? I'm M Guy. Did a photo shoot in polo boots. Is that real loot? I promise you. That $100 bill in the light show is real boss freak. That's sweet, but I'm scared of you.